Hey. It's been a while. Yeah, so I don't even know where I begin. Hey friends, so I know I've been a little bit quiet on YouTube for a little while, and I wanted to pop in. I know this isn't like a full-on returning to YouTube video or, you know, a project or anything like that, but I definitely wanted to check in. It's been a while. Some of you have asked me if I'm okay and where I am, so I'm good. It's just been, you know, it's been a year. Just a quick recap, I guess, so that you catch up a little bit with what I'm up to. And to answer the question that I've been getting, yes, I'm definitely coming back to YouTube. I'm definitely gonna finish the projects that I started in the fall, and there's so many other projects I have in mind and so many things that I want to do. So I'm really excited to like sort of be back in the groove of things in a way. So let me just catch you up. It all starts in October, right? So when I was in the middle of working on my button boots and my fall outfit project, my family and I basically decided to move. Things in LA just weren't working out for us anymore. We didn't have enough space for what we wanted to do, and we were way too far from family. And even though we don't have family right here, we are definitely a closer drive away than we were before. So basically most of our family is on the East Coast, and we were the only ones on the West Coast. So although we miss LA and we miss our friends there, we miss our life there, we needed more space, and yeah, basically what I just said. So here we are now in North Carolina, which is the randomest thing, and I never thought I'd ever say that. But yeah, we basically moved over to North Carolina where we could just, you know, experience a little bit of countryside living, something that has been like high on my list of things that I want to experience in my life. So I'm happy to be doing that now. So is it permanent? We're not sure, but for now it feels really good. So that is basically number one reason why I've been off of YouTube. That because I haven't really had a space to sit down and work in or film in a long time. Basically we moved to one place, which was a temporary place, and now I finally have a studio, which is a giant mess, but I'm really excited to be finally setting it up. Oh, it feels so good. It has taken me a really long time, honestly, to set it up. We've been here since the beginning of March, and today's April 1st, and I still have boxes and stuff. But the second reason why I've been off of YouTube mostly is because I don't really like to film myself working on client orders, and I've been very fortunate to have orders coming in. So while I've been busy with client orders, I just have a really hard, basically when I'm working on shoes, you require so many different skills to be able to make shoes that I like to focus on what I'm doing. If I'm making shoes for somebody else and I'm having to like switch the camera angle, it's just not, my attention is basically not entirely on the shoes. So, you know, excuses, but that's basically why I've been off of YouTube. Haven't really been working on any personal projects, mostly because of the lack of studio space. But anyway, yeah, I have a few things in mind. I just wanted to pop in and let you know that, yeah, I'm coming back, definitely coming back. Thank you so much for your messages, and welcome to all the new people around here. I've been definitely seeing all of your messages and all of your subscriptions, so thank you so much for joining me on this shoemaking adventure, even though right now it hasn't been, you know, I haven't been very active. But I am on Instagram, been a bit more active on Instagram and Patreon as well. So yeah, basically just wanted to show you around, show you what I've got going on. Still setting it up. Just got this table, which I'm like super excited about. I've been needing a work table and ended up going with like this old table because it fits my aesthetic a little bit better, and also because I was thinking I could go with a regular work table or like a workbench like most people do when they're working on crafts. But why have an ugly table when I can have a beautiful table? So I got really lucky. I found this table really discounted. It's pretty scratched, and it's not by any means in perfect condition, which is actually exactly what I wanted, so that I could you know, again, it fits the aesthetic, but I don't feel as bad working on it because it's not like a precious antique. So I'm really excited. I'm going to restore it a little bit so it looks better, but I'm not going to drill into it. There's another table I have to get that I am going to drill into. I'm still debating what to do about that, but I'm not going to drill into it. I do want to preserve it as much as possible, but at least I don't feel guilty putting a hammer on it if it was like a really nice table. But I do love it. Every time I walk in here, it makes me feel really happy, and like I just want my studio to look the way I see it in my head. That, and I have another update which I'll include clips of here because I'm way too excited. Back when I started shoemaking, I was like, you know, right at the beginning. So when it came to purchasing a sewing machine, I sort of went with, you know, I knew which one the professionals used, or at least which ones. There's more than one, but there's one particular model that comes up all the time. I knew that existed, and I called for a quote, and originally I can like promise you that I was given a quote of some place like $5,000 or something like that for the machine, and I was like, I'm just starting, like I don't know that I can spend $5,000 on a sewing machine. So I went with another less expensive sewing machine. Still expensive, but less expensive, much less expensive. I am so excited though to say that at this point in my career, I have finally upgraded my sewing machine. It is currently on the way to me here, so maybe by the time this video goes up, the machine's already here, and if it is, I'll include clips of it. Essentially, I switched my old 810, this one. I'm switching it out for an Adler 888 Eco, which is the one that like everyone that I know personally, that's the one they have. And it's like the professional one. And essentially this machine works fine, but I need something that's much more reliable for the quality of work that I want to be making. So it's like, just for this one, it was taking me too long to get things done. And I definitely need to work on my turnaround times. So I'm very, very happy and very grateful that I'm able to upgrade my machine now, and I'm really hoping that because it's such a professional machine, the stitching will just be smoother, less issues all around, and then just there's so many projects I have in mind, and obviously, you know, obviously I want to make the most insane shoes with all the cutouts, and think Stripey Shoe from 2018. Think Stripey, but like 2.0. That's what I'm plotting in my head. So that's going to be celebration shoe though. I just reached the 10K milestone on Instagram, so I wanted to celebrate with that. But I think I'm going to release the video for the Stripey Shoe 2.0 when I hit the 10K mark on YouTube. That'll be the celebration post. So we're getting there, you know, slowly, but we're getting there. Yeah, and so far I've just been working on, you know, client orders and acquiring new lasts. Still doing very much the research of antique lasts that I'm always doing, because, you know, my life project is to get as close as possible to the original silhouettes. So, oh, I just bit myself. So that's what I've been working on. Behind the scenes, very, very, very behind the scenes. So I will set up the studio. I think I'm gonna do a bit of a studio tour once I'm done setting up the studio. And I know that a lot of you guys ask me about what tools I use, where I get them, and although I've done a video about that, I'm going to do like a refreshed studio tour with like tools tour. Basically show you what I'm working with now in terms of tools and machines, and where you can find them if it's possible, basically, because, you know, a lot of times I get my stuff on eBay, but a lot of times I don't. So yeah, yeah, so it feels really good to be back on YouTube. I've been missing it so much. I love making videos, so I'm really excited to be back. I'm really excited to have my space, and I'll see you soon. So you get an idea of the state of my studio. For starters, hello, beautiful table. Makes me feel so happy. I still need a new chair because this one's not going to make it. It's, So I want something that matches with this, but again, it has to be Beautiful, but not too precious because it's for work. But this is my new studio space. The old sewing machine. The new one's gonna probably sit here while I sell that one. And yeah, this is me being responsible after a whole month living here. Look at that. Can you even believe it? Ugh. I don't know. Why am I like this? Why? Why? But yeah, and in this studio I actually have a closet, which I'm really excited about because now I can actually store things away. My previous studio did not have a closet. And yeah, some lights. Definitely far from what I want it to be, but slowly we're getting there.